Hello friends, this is Dr. Vijay Kumar. I am welcoming you all in my lecture on the topic History of Genetics Part 5. As you all know, my lectures are available in both English and Hindi language versions. So please go to my channel or description of this video for getting proper links. In the last 5 videos in the series of History of Genetics, I discussed about famous workers, their works, and I also discussed work done till year 1968. In the present video, History of Genetics Part 5, I will discuss work done in the field of genetics from the year 1969 to till date. In the last video of this series, History of Genetics Part 6, I will discuss various workers from the field of genetics who were awarded by Nobel Prize for their work in the field of genetics. So come to today's videos. In the year 1970, Nathan and Smith discovered restriction endonuclease, and restriction endonuclease are very helpful in cutting DNA at a specific site. In the year 1970, Hamilton Smith isolated the first restriction enzyme HIND2 that could cut DNA molecules within a specific recognition sites. In the same year, 1970, Baltimore discovered reverse transcriptase. Reverse transcriptase are very helpful in DNA synthesis from RNA. Generally, RNA are synthesized from DNA, but in the case of reverse transcription, reverse transcriptase help RNA for the synthesis of DNA. In the year 1970, Tamin and Baltimore gave concept of reverse transcription. In the year 1970, Ohno gave concept of gene silencing. Gene silencing is a mechanism by which cells shut down expression of certain gene. Here in this photograph you can see that during normal protein production, gene produces mRNA, and mRNA synthesized proteins. But during gene silencing, although gene are able to produce mRNA, but there are certain small interfering RNAs, siRNAs, they bind with the produced mRNA, and now after this binding, mRNA are not efficient for producing protein, so the expression of gene were silenced. So in this way gene silencing is occurring. In the year 1972-73, recombinant DNA is first constructed by three scientists, Berg, Cohen and Boyer. Recombinant DNA is bringing together genetic materials from multiple sources in a laboratory. So for making recombinant DNA, we generally used genetic material from multiple sources for synthesis of a recombinant DNA. In the year 1974, Grottziger discovered RFLP. RFLP, or restriction fragment length polymorphism, is a type of DNA polymorphism in the individuals of a population recognized by restriction enzymes. So here you can see in the photograph the DNA is spliced with the help of certain restriction enzyme, and then when these spliced DNA are run on gel electrophoresis, then we get several band on the gel. So using this band pattern, we can recognize the polymorphism in the population. In the year 1975, Kohler and Milstein discovered hybridoma technology. And hybridoma technology is a method to produce monoclonal antibodies. In the year 1975, Southern developed gel transfer hybridization for the detection of specific DNA sequences. In the year 1977, Fred Sanger developed DNA sequencing technology, which was known as dideoxy method. In the year 1977, Bridnach, Mundell and Cambon discovered introns in eukaryotic genes. Introns are non-functional part of genes in eukaryotes. In the year 1977, Maxam and Gilbert developed another DNA sequencing technology, which was known as chemical method of DNA sequencing. In the year 1977, Burgett gave concept of RNA splicing. RNA splicing is a process of removing introns from pre-mRNA. As we know, introns are generally not functional. Introns are non-functional part of gene. So during expression of certain genes, during synthesis of mRNA, generally these non-functional part of gene are removed, and this process is known as RNA splicing. In the year 1978, Gilbert gave concept of exon and intron. In the last slide, I discussed what is intron. Intron is non-functional part of gene. Exons are functional part of gene. The sequence present on exons are helpful in determining amino acid. In the year 1979, Crick gave concept of selfish DNA. In the year 1980, first genome, the bacteriophage 5174 of E. coli, is sequenced. In the year 1981, Gordon and Ruddle gave concept of transgenic organism, and transgenic organisms are those organisms having genetic materials from different sources, from foreign sources. In the year 1983, Kary Mullis invented the polymerase chain reaction (PCR), enabling the easy amplification of DNA. In the year 1985, Jeffrey and co-worker developed DNA fingerprinting techniques, and DNA fingerprinting techniques are generally used for identification of individual on the basis of DNA sequence. In the year 1990s, DNA microarray are invented by Pat Brown and his colleagues. In 1990s, gene therapy and genetically modified foods come into the scene, and under gene therapy we generally used gene for therapy of genetic disorders. In the year 1995, automated sequencing technology were discovered, and these techniques were very helpful in accelerating genome projects. In the year 1995, the genome of bacterium Haemophilus influenzae is first genome of a free living organism to be sequenced. In the year 1996, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, a yeast species, is the first eukaryote genome sequence to be released. In the year 1996-97, the first cloning of mammal, Dolly the sheep, is performed by Ian Wilmot and his colleagues from the Roslin Institute in Scotland. In the year 1998, the first genome sequence for a multicellular eukaryote naming Sinorhabditis elegans is released. In the year 2000, the Drosophila genome is completed. In this year, the Arabidopsis genome is also completed. In this year, the human genome is reported to be completed. In the year 2001, first draft sequences of the human genome are released simultaneously by the Human Genome Project and Cellular Genomics. In the year 2003, successful completion of Human Genome Project with 99% of genome sequenced to a 99.99% accuracy. So friend, this is all for today's video. I will request you all, the complete population genetics lectures are available on my channel, so you can visit on my channel for accessing all those videos. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you very much.